back to my channel. Look who I've got sitting next to me. Finally, it's about time. Thank you, Jesus. Kate Somerville.
Harold.
This is like if we were like, I'm doing like an NFL, there'd be like confetti and all that sort of stuff. But as it is, I just thought we'll represent.
Aww.
Just, you know, this has now become a thing. So if I've got someone here who doesn't have a bag or a logo, you're in trouble. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. It's about time.
I know.
So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Rude. If you don't know Kate Somerville, you will, obviously. If you read my blog, you definitely will, because I have been, do you know, I have had, in the early days I used to get so many comments, people thought I was working with you on the sly.
Really?
Because I would rave about the product. And you know, and it's just, if you're not that established or people don't know if you're that trustworthy, there would be a lot of, oh, well, is this sponsored? I'm like, it's deep tissue repair. Yeah. Even Jesus uses it.
Yes, my favorite product. Every editor asks me, okay, if you are on a stranded island and they say one product, and I'm like, no, it's got to be 3. And the first product is deep tissue repair. It's my moisturizer. It is so luscious, but not too heavy.
And it doesn't give you whiteheads.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
We'll come to it, but they'll all know it. They'll be like, well, of course it's deep tissue repair.
Well, guess what the second one is?
FULL-SIZE?
No, the Mach 3 razor, because I cannot be hairy.
Oh, I thought you meant in your range.
No, I'm sorry, I cannot be hairy.
No, okay, so when, as you know, my boys are in the office and film, when I went to hospital with him, my first child, I forgot my razor. Oh. And in those days they kept you in for a bit longer, and I had to phone he was my boyfriend, he wasn't my husband, and say, can you bring my razor? And he was like, why are you? I thought, because I've got a mustache, okay?
Yeah. I shave my face.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, I do my tash.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And a lot of other places.
We got there in the end.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not good with the hairy.
Yeah, I can't be hairy.
No, hairy and grey. I'm not there yet. Maybe one day. Although I do say to them, my mother and I have an agreement. We've gone totally off track, but we're used to it. Yeah. My mother and I have an agreement that if I ever go and see her and her roots are showing or she has a beard, it's time to go.
Yeah, that's me.
Anyway, welcome.
Yay.
Now, why are you here, Kate? What's happening today?
So, super excited. We are launching in the UK.
Finally.
Yes, it's been a long time coming, and we've had so much interest and so much, you know, a lot of my clients actually live here, so it's just perfect timing. So we're going to launch online first, and then we're hoping to bring treatment.
Yeah.
So, because that's what we do best, right? We're all about our clinic, and the products go along with the clinic. You can obviously get results with the product, but that next level is treatment. So we're definitely bringing that to the UK. Yay! Super excited.
And then I'll be walking around with a camera in your store and people are like, madam, you can't film. I'll be like, yes, I can.
Yes, she can.
So to the uninitiated, give us like just a brief summary on where you started and how you ended up here.
Okay.
Because I always say, I had a line on the blog sort of saying, you know, there's this great skincare out there, but if you really want to take care of your skin, go to a brand that cares about your skin rather than just the product. I.e., is it a doctor? Is it a facialist? Or is it just a company that's thought,
like a marketing?
Is it just marketing? Is it just this is going to make money for some investor?
Yeah. So for me, I started in a treatment room and I was 20. And I became a paramedical esthetician, so meaning that I started off in doctor's offices in the US, and mainly with plastic surgeons. And so I really learned how the body healed. I was so lucky to land with a really great doctor that allowed me to come into the OR. He taught me deeper peels. I was his main injector, so I was doing all of his injectables at the time. And then lasers came on the scene about 3 years into my career. And what that did was back then lasers were really, really invasive.
Strong.
And what happened was it's a 3rd-degree burn. So all my clients couldn't use normal products. So I ended up going to this amazing, because all of the derms and plastics have these conventions. And I met this guy, and he was a chemist. He was actually a compound pharmacist. And I asked him, can you help me make certain products? And he did. And then he started giving me bases, and then I would add other ingredients to certain bases, and I would actually mix on site.
But you would really mix on site, not like the people who say, I used to make this and such and such.
No.
I know the lab who made it for you.
No, what I did was I had bases, so I'd add glycolic, vitamin C, and different types, and I could vary the strength. And so that's how it all started. And then in 2004, I ended up opening my clinic on Melrose Place in Los Angeles. And what was so unique about that was I took everything I learned about lasers, and lasers had really changed by that time. So now lasers aren't invasive. You can really go in and have lights and lasers, and they change skin.
Yeah.
And then I would have all my facial products. So when you come to the clinic, it's really unique because you'll see an esthetician first. She'll prep your skin, hydrate, exfoliate, ExfoliKate, and do extractions. And then typically a nurse comes in with the different types of lasers that somebody needs. We do the laser, and then we follow up with an esthetician, and then we talk about diet too, because diet and skin is so key.
Yeah.
So we really come from a lot of different levels of the skin, and when I opened in 2004, I had a pretty great following, a lot of celebrities.
I was going to say, let's not downplay it.
Yeah.
Let's not downplay it.
Yeah.
So you meet, because I'm a facialist.
Yeah.
And, I always say, if you're a facialist who does certain faces, you're generally not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it's a client, it's like
sure.
attorney-client privilege.
Yeah.
But you're that kind of person that your celebs love you so much that they scream about you.
Yeah.
So name drop.
So, in the beginning, it was really, when it really was crazy.
You have paparazzi waiting outside your clinic.
Yeah, so Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, Jessica Alba, Deborah Messing, Kate Walsh, and now it's a whole different crew, right? It's Sam Smith.
I love that her team are whispering because Kate's jet lagged and forgetting, literally.
But Meg is here because she tells...
Carly Kloss.
Yes, Carly Kloss and Annie Kendrick. There's just so many.
Look at him.
So,
my other son who's back there just went, oh.
Yeah. Listen, it's such a great... And I live in LA and I live in Hollywood, and I happened to marry really great because he lived in Hollywood, although he didn't come from money. So, yeah. But that's okay. We're us girls. We can make our own money nowadays. So,
Cher's line. My mom called and said, honey, you just need to marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
That's right. That's right, Cher. And damn, she looks good, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of plastic surgery, but whoa, that woman is beautiful.
She works it.
She does. I know.
Anyway, carry on. You married your hubby.
I married my hubby. We moved to LA, and I ended up on one of the greatest streets in all of LA, and it's Melrose Place. And there's a really famous show, Melrose Place, but this street is special. It feels like Europe, but it's in the middle of LA, and when I moved in, it was very quiet. Now it's like the hub. It's like Marc Jacobs moved in. It's crazy now, but my space, which makes me so happy you're a big fan. So the space I took over was the first woman to ever win an Oscar. She actually built the building, and her husband was the costumier. How do you say that? The costumer for Wizard of Oz. Mm-hmm. So it's fabulous. And then the coolest thing is it was Sean Connery's house, which I know you're a big fan.
Bondhead.
And then Johnny Depp I took it over from. So there's this Hollywood bones that it feels like a home. It's homey. It's comfortable. comfortable, but yet in the rooms you get the cutting edge lasers. All of our treatments are cutting edge. So it's a really unique place, and that's where all the products are really born from. It's the real deal. Like, we actually come up with an idea of a product because of a client's skincare need, and then we make it, and then we test it.
And you can test it, can't you?
Test
You have
and if
lab rats right there.
And we have a group of clients that are so amazing. They're so discerning too. They're like, this broke me out. You know, this, I don't like the smell. I don't like the slip.
I don't know what you mean. I would never say that.
No, and I take that, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't come to you. So that's why I feel the brand has done so well, because the goop actually works, because we work on skin.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna come out with, and I'm sorry for other brands that have this.
No, say it. This is the place to say it.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm not gonna come out with 24 karat gold like cream, and I'll tell you why. Because 24 karat gold does shit for your skin. Like, you need things that work, right? You know?
She scars.
You know, it's true. It's like, it's so frustrating for me. And I'll tell you another thing, and this is where I get kind of passionate. You know, in my career, I watched treatments come and go. And one of the treatments was microdermabrasion. So I was with a very prominent plastic surgeon at the time, and it came out, and everybody started doing it. And I watched this treatment hurt people. It broke capillaries, it caused pigment, and I'm like, I'm not doing this treatment. And I would literally have people pick up the phone and say, hey, do you do microderm? And I'd be like, no, and they'd hang up. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to get on this bandwagon because I've watched what it's doing to skin, and I'm not going to do it. So that's what you really get from this brand. Like, it's really, like, when I say exfolicate or exfoliation, you're going to get exfoliation, you're going to get it right there, but it's not going to hurt your skin.
Yeah.
So I grew up with eczema, and I have to say, like, as a teenager, it was really painful. I was an athlete, so it was embarrassing.
But it's also the other end of the scale, because teenagers grow up with acne.
Yeah.
You know, when people say, oh, you can take care of your skin, there was a big article the other day that went viral on Twitter, you can take care of your skin with just water and a bit of soap. And I'm like, bullshit. Because if you've got acne, or you've got eczema, or psoriasis, or you have allergies, there are so many other factors now that you have to bring in that didn't exist 50 years ago in terms of environmental polluters and our diet and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So I really had to be careful with my skin personally. So I think that really bled into my products too. Even though they're effective, they're really gentle, and they're like, I get a lot of my clients saying, God, I tried everything, but this worked, but it didn't hurt me. Yeah. You know, it didn't irritate me.
Do no further damage.
Yeah. And so, you know, when people ask me, well, what's the difference between, like, if I'm on an airplane, especially men, because now I'm in first class, damn it.
Cher.
Yes.
What would Cher do?
Yes.
That's your mantra. What would Cher do?
Exactly.
She'd probably fly the plane.
And, you know, it is mostly men still in first class, and they're like, well, what makes you so unique? And I'm like, you know, the stuff works. It's very efficacious, but it's gentle. You know?
But also, don't rule out that you spent years building up trust. Yeah. So, you know, Warren Buffett says, it's one thing to have a product, but if you have an audience or a group of people who want the best for you, you'll succeed no matter what you bring out. But when you bring out stuff that also works, you're in a win-win. Yeah. Then you go to QVC and do how much in one day?
Almost 6 million. Yeah. On this product, thank you. Yes.
So tell us, okay, so let's just do a very brief, because I always say we'll be brief, we never are, but they're used to it, it's fine. If you break down your product range quickly into, there's what I would call the exfoliating, then there's the hydrating, then there's the GM, as I call it, with your goat milk, and then sort of, because I know when we launch, when you launch in the UK, you can only bring a certain amount of SKUs at the moment because of trading, going between the the FDA in the EU. So that's why a lot of when I mention other brands, people always say, well, why aren't they on sale here? The EU has totally different regulations to America. So you've managed to get some of the line through in time for launch, and other bits are going to follow up.
Yeah.
But that's nice. You can just do a triple carrot and donkey effect.
Yeah. So in spring, a lot more is coming, but it's really what we're bringing is our top best sellers. So ExfoliKate. So all of our ExfoliKate line. So we have 3 exfoliating treatments under ExfoliKate, and ExfoliKate is really that treatment that is like, it will exfoliate your skin in 2 minutes. So those of you that haven't tried it, it's so remarkable because it has a physical exfoliation and it really releases that dead layer of skin, and then it has enzymes. So we have three types of exfoliation. So we have a cleanser, we have the intensive exfoliation that everybody in the world, I think, should have this product. Use it twice a week, and you use it as a scrub and a mask. And then we have the moisturizer, which just launched. It is so insane. Exfoliates your skin while you sleep, and it just gives you that gorgeous glow. So the exfoliating line is an ExfoliKate is going to be first in the form. Yep. And then all of our hydrating line. So Wrinkle Wear, which I think you're a big fan of, but Wrinkle Wear is really about hyaluronic acid. But this is the funnest product because you can really work with it, like use it mixing into your foundations. You can use it on top of makeup. You can use it as your serum. It's just an amazing product, and it just plumps that skin full of hydration. And then, of course, our acne, because we actually have the second largest acne business, at least in one of our retailers in the U.S. And Eradicate is...
I love the names.
It's number one. It's number one. And it's because it works.
Yeah.
You know, if you have that big blemish, you just dot it on overnight, and it's really going to dry up that blemish. Like if you have a big date or whatever. Who wants a blemish anyways, whether you have a date or not? But, you know, so we're really focusing on hydration, exfoliation, and our acne, and then some of our top anti-aging products. So
when's deep tissue repair coming?
That's coming in spring. Yeah. Spring.
Deep tissue repair.
I know.
Love that product.
It's the best.
So, okay, let's go back to you. You're on your desert island. What 3 products would you take?
Out of my line? So first and foremost for me is deep tissue. And the reason why deep tissue is because, again, I have eczema. I'm really sensitive. But this product has so many anti-aging ingredients in it, but it's also calming. So when we did our studies, because we had to do studies on everything because we were on QVC, and to get this claim, I have to tell you guys, it's so hard to get certain claims. So it's clinically proven to reduce redness. So for me to have something so powerful but yet calm your skin was perfect for me. And it's literally, I can use it on people that have cystic acne that may have dryness, like surface dryness, but they're breaking out. It's not going to break you out, but it's great for you and I who are in the aging years. But then it'll be great for my 30-year-olds that, you know, are just starting the aging process, at least the visible signs of it. So it's just my favorite all-time product.
Next
would be ExfoliKate. You know, I have dry skin. It makes my skin just pop, bounce, like it's just that one thing. And it's funny because when I travel and I don't, like sometimes it doesn't get in my bag for some reason, and I come home and it, like you can feel it. Like if you're at home right now and you can go over your skin and you can feel roughness, like it's so amazing. Like in two minutes it just transforms your skin. And then I would say my retinols, because I'm now almost 50 and I really need that retinol, that skin cell turnover. I'm in the sun a lot because we live at the beach. I live in California. We're just in the sun.
Don't say that as if you want sympathy for that.
I
You know, I'm in the sun a lot because I'm in the beach.
I know. That's true, but I have to say I'm in London, and the skin here, oh my God, it's just so porcelain and beautiful.
Not as much sun damage.
No, I mean, and it's amazing what sun does to the skin, you know. So, you know, I'm so grateful I live there, because even if I become a weathered like raisin with sunspots, I'm very grateful for those moments of living in the sun.
Thank you for making that clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know, here's the good news. I have the lasers. I know what to do to get rid of that sun damage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 products, not from your brand, that you would take.
Okay.
Like makeup or body or perfume or hair or anything.
We have something in the States called Neosporin, and it is a ointment that is an antibacterial, and it's just kind of my repair. Like, I put it on the plane with me. I actually put it, sorry, this is so gross, but I put it inside my nose before I fly, because
Best travel trip. Best travel tip ever. If I don't put hand cream up my nose before I get on the plane, I get sick.
So you have to try Neosporin.
I will.
Because you're in the States a lot.
I am.
And I didn't know they didn't sell it here.
Yeah.
But you guys have antibacterial ointments, and you need the ointment. So I put it on my lips sometimes when they get chapped.
I'll link everything below, obviously.
It's just kind of like my go-to. You know, like, I don't know, it's just a healer
Comfort
for me.
blanket.
It is. It's like my blankie. The other product that I'm really obsessed with right now, you know, Tilbury.
Yeah, Charlotte Tilbury.
So and this is just recent, her eyeshadows are so amazing.
Yeah, the quartets.
Yeah, and I have green eyes, so I've been using kind of her maroon set.
Yeah,
and that's beautiful. And then I have this, and I'm going to pull it out of my bag for you. It's this new mascara that grows your lashes. So it's called Lash, and I get it at my local beauty supply, and I just love it because now that I'm aging, my eyelashes are not what they were.
Well, what happens is they fall out of your eyes and they grow on your chin.
I know. Exactly.
That's attractive.
Yeah.
And then if you think you're good, you feel and you think, I'm good, and then you leave it for a few days, you don't think anything of it, and then you'll be sitting in a really important meeting and go, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
I know.
I'm suddenly Santa Claus.
I know. Well, mine are grey.
So mine are grey. What the hell is that about?
I don't know.
And I said to my mum, I've got a hairy chin. She's like, oh, you will, darling. We're all blessed with it.
I know.
Thanks for the heads up.
I know.
So, going to launch in the UK, come back and do some nice sightseeing and things like that.
I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do
That's good
that.
though, come back with the fam.
Yeah, and we're going to go to France, and we're going to go to Italy.
What's your favourite place to go, travel?
Maui, 4 Seasons.
Oh, wow. Oh, Hawaii.
So Maui, 4 Seasons was my first clinic outside of my clinic.
Now see, that's smart. Go put a clinic somewhere where you have to go and visit.
5 times. My son, at like age 3, we were out and about in Maui, and he goes, Mommy, can we go home? And I'm like, the 4 Seasons is not your home, okay? Because I can't keep that up.
But I will put clinics in other places around the world.
I will. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So I have a section on the blog called Beauty Myths.
Yeah.
I have a few questions. What's your most asked question all the time? So like if people, you know, either in the clinic or in the days where you were doing treatments every single day, what's your most what's their biggest concern? What do you think, if I die, I will still hear people asking me this question?
Exactly that. Like, what am I doing wrong? And I think what the biggest, for me, I tell my clients, your face is like an ecosystem. It's like, you know, you may be oily in the T-zone and dry out this way. You may have breakout on your chin. And a lot of times when you have that combination skin, you're trying to balance everything, right? So you use one product to try and balance all of that, and that you can't do. If you have acne on your jawline, use acne products only on your jawline. And because what happens is when you use, you know, acne products everywhere else, you're gonna age faster. So really treat your skin, like use, you know, spot treating if you have cystic or you're breaking out or your T-zone's oily. Use more oil-free in the T-zone, but use your oils out into the dry areas. So
exactly. Don't avoid oil.
Yeah, exactly. And don't treat your whole face the way maybe one spot is acting. So, and I know that gets tricky because you need different products, but the other thing too is seasons. Like, seasons are real. You need to change your regimen with seasons. And so what I call my skincare an arsenal. And I'm like, ooh, I feel like this today, so like maybe I feel tired and my skin's looking lax, so I'll do a good steam. Like, for me, steam and water and hydration changes everything. So when I get off an airplane, and Corinne, my best friend and assistant, we're lucky we get to hang out together. Like, she knows I go straight for the bath, and I just soak a hot towel and I put ExfoliKate on and I just steam my face and I become alive again. So, just make sure you have a good arsenal at home for how you feel that day, right?
Yeah, skin's different every day.
It is, and seasons.
And biggest bugbear or beauty myth. So if you're sitting on the beach, tanning, and you read a magazine, what makes you go, oh, for Christ's sake, not again? Because the same things keep sort of getting regurgitated. And what makes you go, I just started something on the blog called Pack It In or Get in the Sea.
Okay.
So you're already in the zone, I can tell. Because the hands are doing this, like,
So I get asked to come on shows all the time, like, like in the States, like shows, like, I don't know, extra, that, and the producers are always like, we want to do skincare out of your refrigerator, and I'm like, really, you think like flat out yogurt or flat out honey and mix, like doing avocado? Like, first off, people have allergies and skin is so sensitive to just pure natural products, and it's not going to change your world. Like, going out of your refrigerator and putting stuff on is not going to change your world, and you may have a reaction. So I hate doing those segments. I do them anyways, and I try and make them like, but I always say a disclaimer, like, this could react with your skin. And I just have eczema, so I know too, like, if I put avocado on my skin, I'm probably gonna have some kind of reaction. I'm just allergic to a lot of things, so I think that's my biggest pet peeve with that. And then also, like I said, you're being marketed to so heavily now in this industry. You're so confused, by the way, and thank God for this woman, because she actually tells the truth and she tries products, and that's why she has a following, because she's really telling you the truth, and we all want the truth. And I'm just tired of like confusion and you guys getting, it's so expensive for like these caviar creams, and I'm like, what the heck does that do for your skin? There's real ingredients that can change your skin, and if you're someone that has issues, I'm telling you, there is a way out, and you don't feel like this is where I get emotional, because I have changed so many people's lives because they've had like horrific acne or rosacea. There is a way out. There is hope, and there's treatments out there that can help you. You just have to find the right thing for you to heal it. And that's really my message, because if you go to our Kate Can, we have something called Kate Can, and we take people that have really intense, big skin issues, and we transform them for free. And we change lives. Go to Kate Can.
I'll link it for that.
Yeah, and some of the stories are like mind-blowing, and we still stay in contact with them. In fact, Scarlett is one of the Kate Can, and she's a blast, and she just happens to be in London right now studying, and so we're gonna meet her today. But she's amazing. You should have her someday on Earth. She's crazy, but her skin, like, it really transformed her life.
It does, totally transformed.
Yeah, she had acne. She never went in the ocean. She was a beach girl, but she wouldn't go in because she had like face full of makeup, and We cleared her skin, and I'm not kidding you, like she lost 20 pounds after she got a boyfriend. Like her whole life changed. Like it gives me goosebumps. That's the stuff I care about. I
always say when if you could have like, because you're not as strong on social personally as the company do it, but if I'm on social and I have like 300 comments on a post, even if there never are, but even if a lot of them are negative, if there's one person who says, I just want you to know that I followed this link, I don't know anything about you, but it's fixed such and such and such, and thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
You're done. You did your, like, I feel like we all have what some
Calling
people, the calling, the dharma. And for me, my dharma, like if somebody said, Kate, what superpower would you have if you got to choose? And I'm like, I would want to heal. Like whether it's the ocean or you or somebody sick or even the earth at this point. And I feel like in a way I got that gift. So to me, that's the most important thing, and feeling like, okay, I did what I was supposed to do today.
See? Yeah. That would be a good place to end, but I'm not going to.
Okay, good.
Because it's not Oprah. But I'm totally like, you've done Oprah, haven't you?
No, I have
Oprah?
not. I'll tell you that story offline.
But okay, so let's do finish. But give me your top 3, sort of not 3. I always say give me top 3. People go, well, I've got 10. I'm like, well, do 10 skin tips. Like if you just have to do like the bullet point nutshells, like don't do this, but do this if you want the best, make the best of your skin. Okay,
so for me, the 3 things that I tell my clients is number 1, exfoliation is so key, because you want to take that top layer of dead off to unveil the beauty, and you want that skin cell to turn over, and as we age, that slows down. So you want to get that dead layer off. Number 2 is hydration, and hydration and moisturization is different. And people go, well, that's confusing, and I'm like, not really, because hydration is hyaluronic acid, and I think it's one of the most important ingredients in our industry that's transformative.
Totally, instantaneously.
And it's instantaneous, and it just hydrates. So step 1, exfoliate. Step 2, hydrate. So we have hydrators like DermaQuench, Wrinkle Warrior, and then you want to do your moisturizer for your skin type. So if you're oily, you don't need a ton of oils. You need a barrier, okay? Because we're now getting a lot of pollution, and your moisturizers are barriers. So if you're oily, you can do oil-free. If you need a lot more oils, you can do, of course, deep tissue or something that's more viscous. So you want to seal that hydration in. The other biggest tip I would say, and this is like a fun tip, and I actually do this, well, steam is another big thing. So if you're looking tired, maybe you had a long week, take a bath. Baths are so amazing because you're soaking in the water into your skin, and then once you get out of the bath and you've steamed your skin, you want to seal that hydration in. So immediately pat dry and then put your body lotion on. So that's another big thing that I do every day. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. And this is kind of that foodie one that I just totally got so upset about. But when I travel, I get bags under my eyes. It's just something that I deal with, and especially if I eat anything salty. So the next morning I get bags. So what I do is, because when you're traveling, typically the hotel has tea bags. So I look for green tea or something with caffeine, and I steep it in warm water.
Drink the tea.
Yeah, drink the tea, but take the tea bag out, and I apply it to my eyes for about 5 minutes. And what the caffeine does is it actually constricts what's going on in there, and the heat kind of makes things open up. And then I take the tea bag off, I rinse the tea off, and then I get one of the spoons with ice, and I take my eye cream, which I don't have it here, but I take my eye cream and I take that cold spoon and I put the the eye cream on, and I take the spoon and I smooth it out. And what the cold does is it pushes all the fluids out and it constricts, so it can get rid of eye bags. So that's like a really fun trick that you can do like while you're on the road. And you know, I know it's a food thing, which I just slammed, but that one works.
You know who else does that every day? Sylvie Chantify.
Oh, she does?
Every day. When I stayed at her house, when I worked with her years ago, I came downstairs and I went, oh my God. And she went, hello, darling.
Hello.
She was walking around the kitchen with 2 tea bags on her eyes. A lot like this, going, would you like anything to eat? Literally.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. That's so funny. I thought I came up with that.
By the way, that eye is totally plumped out now.
I know. That's Wrinkle Warrior.
Literally.
Yep.
Wow.
So Wrinkle Warrior is special because it has 3 different molecule sizes of hyaluronic. So it has a small one to really penetrate deeply. It has a mid-size to kind of fill, and then it has a larger one, and it just helps with texture.
Surface.
Yeah,
amazing.
I love it.
Thank you.
Aww.
I know you're jet lagged off your head.
It is.
But thank you for coming and filming, and I'm so glad to finally have you here.
I have to say, I have to toot your horn because you know what you are? I'm going to give you a new name. You're a skincare advocate. No, activist. She's an activist. She's a skincare activist because she doesn't give you any BS. And I know you're not supposed to pass on this.
Fine. We've already said shit.
Bullshit. She doesn't
I'm
give you
48 years old, so I want to say shit. On my camera, I'm going to say shit.
And she has 4 children. She can say that, right?
I say it a lot off camera, trust me.
And for me, I don't BS either, and it's just nice to have a platform that we can actually say the real thing, and you're not going to get marketed to here. You're going to get the real deal. So
thank you, Kate Somerville.
Yeah.
I will link everything below, and hopefully this is the beginning of seeing you over here a lot more often.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the treatments are available, I will let you know, because you know I'm going to be first in line. Thank you so much. I wish you so much
We have
success.
an open door. Please come.
I wish you so much success.
Thank you.
And well done on everything you've done so far.
Yeah, it's been good. Thank you.
Bye guys. Sorry, we're having a moment. Bye.